Hi, everybody. Welcome to Celina Yoga Jams. I'm Celina. Sorry for my face in the camera like this. I'll back away. So, welcome. Most of you probably know me, but if you're new, thank you so much for joining me. And just a reminder, everything we do it to your own capability for today. And if ever you want to use a chair, most of the things we can do can also be on a chair. So if you're not able to stay standing comfortably, you could do pretty much all the movements sitting in a chair. So I'll just give a quick example. Actually, let's just do it together. So you can either be standing like this or sitting on a chair just to show how everything can be done on the chair. We'll inhale here, exhale, reach across, looking past the fingers, past the horizon. Inhale, exhale. I know we're getting right into it today. Usually we sigh and shake, and we'll do that too. I just wanted to show how anything we do can also be done on a chair. So let's do a couple more. Working on the gallbladder meridian. I really like this for my upper back. Couple more. Even when we're sitting on the chair, we can still feel the feet on the earth. We can feel the parts of the body touching the chair. Okay, we'll release. Something else, I don't know if it's obvious from that angle. When I use a chair, if it's possible, I'll sit with my back away from the backrest. So I'm using my muscles along the spine to help hold my body upright. But of course, your situation may be different. So if you need to sit farther back and use the back support, still good, still good. But if you can do it away from the back support, even better. If you're not super tall and you need to put something underneath your feet so your legs get 90 degrees, when I move back, it's a little less comfortable. So if you need to put something under your feet, definitely do it. Okay, so I'll show you one more thing showing how we can do it with a chair. Because you might be like, oh, okay, that's fine for upper body things, but what about lower body? So let's do this exercise together. We can have our hands on the hips. We're in a horse stance. We'll inhale here. Exhale, kick across. We do our best kick across, kicking through the heel. Inhale. Exhale. So let's do a few of these. Inhaling center, exhaling as we kick through the heel. So if you're comfortable standing, keep going standing. And just for your information, or if you want to try it, same thing from the chair. We would inhale here, exhale across through the heel. Inhale, exhale across through the heel. Okay, so we'll do a few more. All right, come back to center. So I'll show just one more thing as an example of what we can do with the chair. So downward dog, you probably know it. I'll do it later on, but if you're not comfortable doing a full down dog or you've got wrist things or shoulder things, you could use a chair. So I will say for poses like down dog, I prefer it if the chair was against the wall, but I'm just doing it to show you. So I'm not pushing the chair. I'm just gently resting my hands. So maybe your down dog might look something like this. And if you don't have a chair, but down dog is not happening, a wall is even better. So you can do a wall push. And it just looks something like hands on the wall, stepping back. So same concept as with the chair. And this is such a good stretch, by the way. So wherever you are, find some way to do this, maybe with a piece of furniture or a regular down dog on the floor. And we'll just take a couple breaths. So one of my teachers has a story about this pose that I really love. He was working with an older woman. She had a bit of a hunchback, and he recommended this position to her. And so she started doing it every day when she would walk through the kitchen. She would do it with the kitchen counter. And then he saw her years later. They had stopped working together, and she told him how she was doing it every time she walked through the kitchen, and her hunchback was greatly diminished. So this is a really powerful pose. Okay, so we can inhale, come back up. And now we can exhale through the mouth. Shake it out, release. So all that to say, please modify anything. Just make it work for you for how you're feeling today. Even if normally you don't need a chair, you're fine on the floor. Maybe today you feel like you do need the chair, and that's fine. Okay, couple more. All right, let's plant the feet. Roll those shoulders. Inhale forward and up. Exhale back and down. Go with your breath. Change direction. Inhale back and up. Exhale forward and down. Change direction. Come back to rolling back a few times. Okay, the next time the shoulders come back and down, let's keep them there. Step the feet together. We'll do our side bends. So, as you probably know, we can breathe through it however you like. Today, I'm going to inhale as I go to the side, exhale back to center. So, I'll guide it the way I'm doing it, but you do it however you like. Okay, so let's inhale. When you're ready to exhale, come back to center. So, we'll do a few, and please follow your own breath. Okay, next time we come to center, we'll stay here, open up the feet, come into a horse stance. Let's rub the hands together. Okay, we'll go into our breathing exercise. So as we inhale, we can move the hands towards one another. Exhale away from one another. And as always, we're looking to relax, relax, relax. If you like, you can imagine an energy ball between the hands, like we're compressing it as we inhale. And feeling, allowing it to expand as we exhale, maybe lighting up the whole body. And just a reminder, whatever you're feeling is okay. Maybe there's a lot of sensation, not a lot of sensation. Maybe it's comfortable, uncomfortable. Okay, so we'll bring the hands to the low back, and you know what to do. Massage, massage, massage that low back. any way you want. So I'm using flat hands now, but it could be fists. It could be side to side. It could be up and down, whatever. Just try to warm up the back. Maybe we can take this opportunity to send some loving energy to the low back. Okay, let's come back to the upper back. So we'll do a swing and just kind of get that big, strong muscle. We'll just start with one side. And switch sides. Just letting the arm be loose, just kind of throwing the arm. Okay, so same concept. So we'll keep smacking the shoulder, and then the other hand will reach around and, wherever it can get. And we'll alternate arms. Okay, let's release. We'll keep the arms loose and just gentle twists. And the legs can be however's comfortable. Okay, so we'll continue with the twists, but add loose fists. So on the front, we'll hit somewhere front of the shoulder, getting that lung channel meridian. And in the back, somewhere around the kidney, maybe over the kidney. And we're not hitting hard, like a gentle tap. And you'll find the spots where you need it. And of course, anything you don't like, just do something else. As long as we're moving, breathing, being here and now, we're practicing. A few more. Okay, we'll slow it down, come back to center. Let's do the lung channel massage. So we come underneath the collarbone. So you find the end of the collarbone, you go down, look for a little soft spot. And don't worry about getting it exactly. You can even use like the palm of the hand instead of the fingertips. So we do our best to find lung one. We come on down the arm, around the thumb, turn the palm down, tip of the index, come up. We go between where thumb and the index meet. We come up, inhale, exhale, sweep across and release. Okay, other side. So we dig in. Often we know when we found the right acupressure point because it might be a little sore, sometimes even painful. That's okay. Don't dig in too hard, gentle, gentle. And if it's not responding in soreness, whatever, maybe your lung channel's good and it's okay. So it doesn't have to be sore either. Okay, so come on down, around the thumb, turn the palm down, tip of the index, come up. Inhale when you're ready. Exhale, sweep across and release. Okay, so we'll give ourselves a whole body massage just with tapping for today. So we can start with the base, very, very gentle. The head. Let's actually pause at the back of the neck. We can use pinchy hands. Give ourselves a nice neck massage. Maybe dig into the top of the shoulder line. Okay, keep tapping. We'll come down the front of the body. So we'll only go as far down as it's comfortable. If it's comfortable, if it's okay for your back to bend forward, let's go down. A little extra at the knees. Down the shins. Maybe the tops of the feet. Up the backs of the legs. A little pause at the backs of the knees. Up the backs of the thighs. And then we can just tap out the kidneys. And then we'll come back to that lung channel massage, but with tap. Cross. And across. Okay, let's get our hip circles going. So we'll warm up the hands again. And play with that energy ball a few times, inhaling in, exhaling out. Find something to relax. Okay, so we massage the low back. Inviting warmth, love, appreciation into the low back, into the kidneys. Okay, so we'll keep the hands on the low back, maybe a little above the kidneys, bend the knees. The feet are open like horse stance. And let's circle those hips so we can inhale half the circle, exhale the other half. Go with your breath. Change direction. Change direction. Change direction. Okay, back to center. We can have the hands on the hips. We'll do that leg movement we started off with. So we inhale here. We have a little bend in the knees. We exhale, kick across through the heel. And we just do our best. Balance changes day to day. I'm laughing because my balance isn't so good today. And that's fine. So get into your own flow. Go with your breath. Oh, and of course, if you want to be standing near a wall, you want to have a hand on the wall, or maybe the hand on the back of the chair, go for it. Okay, next time we come to our horse stance, we'll pause. So I'm going to keep testing the balance. We'll do another leg movement. So we're working on the pelvis. So this time we still inhale here in our horse stance. This time as we exhale, we'll put the leg out like 45-ish degrees and we try to turn the heel up to the sky. Okay, so we inhale in our horse, we exhale, extend the leg out, try to get that heel up. So yeah, it activates all these muscles. It can be a little uncomfortable. We just do our best. So inhaling center, exhaling to extend and try to turn the heel up. And as usual, we just do our best for today. A few more. Okay, we'll come back to center. Ooh, just tap out the outer legs. Maybe tap out the kidneys a little bit. Okay, so we'll place ourselves warrior one. So 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and we have a space between the feet. We have a width between the feet, so we can easily have both hips pointing forward. So we're not doing this, we're doing this. So both hips point forward. All right, so we'll start just hanging out. Do whatever you want with the arms. If you want the arms up, sure, whatever. Feel both feet connecting with the earth. Push into the feet, especially the back leg. Okay, let's get into the kidneys. So we'll drop the arms. So we can imagine water, some nice fresh water. We inhale, we're taking that water into the kidneys. So I'm leaning back. My front toes are coming up. If the whole foot doesn't want to lift up with this, like this, you could just lift the toes, keeping the foot flat. So you do what works for you. So we inhale, we exhale, push, bend the front knee back into the warrior one type position. So we inhale, exhale. So go at your own pace. We can have the intention of like washing the kidneys. Taking in wisdom, light, whatever courage, that good stuff is. Exhaling, releasing fear, doubt, whatever you're ready to let go. Pain, discomfort. So you make your own meaning basically. The emotional aspect of the kidneys, it's inhaling, taking in wisdom, the feeling of wisdom, exhaling, releasing any feelings of fear. And we can add whatever we want to that. So just a few more. And the next time we come forward, let's hold. So we're still stacking shoulders on top of the hips as much as we can. Hips are in a line, and we'll take about 5 long, deep breaths. Okay, when you're ready, release, shake it out. And the same thing on the other side. So warrior one, a comfortable distance. And we're starting just holding the warrior one. Do whatever you want with the arms. Let's breathe. Okay, we'll add the kidney movement. So we drop the arms, inhale as we take that water towards the kidneys, pull up through the toes or the foot on the front foot, exhale, push, release. Go with your breath. You know, the great thing about yoga and Qigong is that they work on all levels. So anything that might be bothering you, stressing you out, exhale, release. And whatever it is you want more of, peace, calm, it could be a solution, whatever it is, just take that in with the fresh water and let go of any obstacles as we exhale. A few more. Okay, the next time we come forward, let's hold. Okay, when you're ready, release. Give ourselves a little shake. Okay, so we'll prepare to come down onto the mat. So we'll come to all fours, coming down any way that makes sense for you. Okay, so we line up shoulders over the wrists, knees underneath the hips as best we can. And let's just do a few cat cows, inhaling crown and tail up, exhaling as we round. Go with your breath. Okay, with an inhalation, let's come back to center. Have a gentle core engagement. So I like to think of like from my hips moving down, pushing into my knees, and that helps me get my core gently activated. We can tap the toes. So we'll do pointer dogs. So you could extend opposite arm, opposite leg, or just one arm or just one leg. So the main thing we want is to keep the core steady. So we don't want the hips lifting or, to be really leaning one side or the other. Okay, so we inhale, extend. Exhale, come back. And just go with your breath. few more. Okay, we'll release from here. We could either come back to a child's pose, make sure the head is supported if you choose this one, or downward facing dog. So whichever you prefer, about 5 breaths. And of course, you can always add movement wherever you are. Okay, when you feel ready, come back to all fours. So well stacked position, we'll take one leg out and start to circle. Big circles, little circles, whatever. Change direction. Okay, so now we'll place this knee that's up in the air behind the knee that's on the floor. We can flatten the feet. And then we just need to space out our hands to make a tripod with our knees and the two hands. From here, cat-cows, we'll start with the regular version. Inhale up, exhale round. Okay, come back to center. Let's do our cat-cow side to side. Change direction. Okay, we'll come back to center. Let's move the legs out as much as we can. So instead of having the feet close together, move the feet out to the sides. And then we'll see if we can sit back. Also, if you don't move the feet, you could be sitting on one of your feet. That's fine too. Okay, so whichever leg is on top. Also, if this isn't working, just sit or stand however you want. So whatever leg is on top, the opposite arm will come up and back. And then the bottom arm will reach around as if we want to touch hands. Maybe you can grab your own hands. If you have a strap handy and you want to use it, go for it. But also just reaching is fine. Let's take a few long, deep breaths. Two more. Okay, with a second exhale, let's release the arms. Come back to all fours. Uncross the legs. And we'll do the whole thing on the other side. So other leg comes out to the side and we circle. Change direction. Okay, now we put the knee behind the knee on the floor. Readjust our hands so we make a tripod. So it's nice and steady. And then we start cat-cow, starting with the regular cat-cows up and down. Okay, let's take it cat-cow side to side. Change direction. Come back to center. Separate the feet. Let's sit back. So we can take a breath or two. And then if you feel like adding arms, so whatever leg is on top, the opposite arm comes up, reaches back. The bottom arm, you can kind of turn the palm up, reach back. And then maybe the fingertips will meet. Maybe you can easily clasp hands. Maybe you prefer putting a strap in the top hand and grabbing it with the bottom hand. Or you can just reach wherever we are. Let's breathe. Okay, when you're ready, release back to all fours. Uncross the legs. So we'll step the hands forward and we'll just do a little forward, back. So inhaling forward, maybe even to a half plank, exhaling back towards a child's pose. And just do a few. Okay, we'll go into thoracic rotations. So you could either do them from all fours, opening, coming down, or if it's comfortable, sitting on the heels, anchoring one forearm to the floor, and then the same thing, inhaling up, exhaling down. So just pick your version for today, and we'll just work one side at a time. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Next time the arm comes up, we can pause for a second. And we release, change sides. Same thing, inhale up, exhale down. Next time the arm comes up, let's pause. And when you're ready to release, release. Okay, so we'll come on to the back, and now's a good time to grab any stuff you might like for Shavasana. Like if you know you want to put your legs on a chair, you can put your chair out or have a bolster ready. Also on socks, sweaters, blankets, that kind of stuff. So I'll go with a bolster for today. And then come down onto the back any way that makes sense for your body and feels good for your back. So maybe rolling to the side and then back. And of course, take your time getting all your stuff together, making sure you're really warm and comfortable. I'll just do a couple more things. Let's start with a single knee tuck. So hands on one knee. We inhale here. Exhale towards the chest. So we inhale away. Exhale towards the chest. Go with your breath. Okay, the next time the knee comes to the chest, let's relax the arms and just maybe do some circles with that leg. Change direction. Okay, so we'll switch legs. Other knee comes up, hands on the knees. We inhale away, exhale to the chest. Go with your breath. Okay, we'll take the hands away, circle that knee. Change direction. Okay, we'll come back to center. Before we do our twists, we can take a moment for any like finishing movements, anything you might like. So I often enjoy just stretching up arms, legs. You can circle the ankles, the wrists. Scrunch up the fingers and the toes. Maybe walk on a ceiling a bit, and you can play with flexing, pointing. Really, anything goes. Okay, once you're happy with all that, let's open the arms out to the sides. I usually have my arms bent like cactus arms, but they can be long too. They're both good. So the twists, we can do any variation we like. The only thing we want to be aware of really is to have both shoulders comfortably on the floor. So we don't want the shoulders lifting up when we do our twists. So any variation is good. It could be knees close to the chest. It could be the more relaxed version where you let one leg go and then the other leg just follows. Let me pick up the top leg and the bottom leg just follows. If your back is feeling very, very, very comfortable, you don't have any active issues, and you want to be working on strengthening your core, you have the legs glued together closer to 90 degrees. Or if you're feeling very strong and comfortable, the legs could be closer to straight. But that's where you really have to watch are both of my shoulders staying down on the floor. So just pick whichever version feels really good for right now. And let's do a few more. Okay, we'll make our way back center. Get ready for Shavasana. So again, if there's anything you need to do to make yourself more comfortable, if it's grabbing extra clothing or more supports. So if you have your chair, you could have your legs, your lower legs resting up on the chair. If you have a bolster or some cushions or a bunch of blankets, you could just have that underneath your knees. Or if you don't have any of that stuff, you can do what I normally do, which is just lean, have the knees bent, lean your knees one into the other so they're supported by each other and relax here. Of course, if you prefer having the legs long, your lower back isn't feeling sensitive today, then that's fine too. Okay, let's get as comfy as we can. Give ourselves permission to relax. Invite ourselves to let everything go. Let's gently wake the body mind. Adding movement once it feels good. Giving ourselves a full body stretch. And once you're nice and stretched, we'll take both knees to the chest. Maybe we can do some double leg tucks. So hands on the knees, inhale away. Exhale towards the chest, a few of these. And then once it feels good, we can wrap the arms around the legs, rock side to side. And eventually roll all the way to the side, right hand side if you have the space. Make a little pillow with the arm, take a breath or two. The strength of the arms pressed up. Come into any comfortable seated position. And just before we close, let's do a gentle twist each side. So for sure, you could be sitting on something like a block, your blankets, a bolster, whatever you may have, chair, just so we don't compress the spine. And we'll just do a simple twist, one hand on the knee, one hand on the sacrum, 2 or 3 breaths. Exhale back to center. Take a moment. And then over to the other side. Back to center. Maybe we can place the hands over the heart. And before we close, let's just take a moment just to sit with ourselves. If there's anything we like to say to ourselves, words of encouragement, affirmations, love, now's a good time. And if there's any messages from the heart, now's a good time to hear them. You know, it's always a good time for an I love you. Okay, so let's wrap up all this good stuff from our practice. Know we can come back to it at any time. Okay, we'll close with a bow so we can place the hands on the earth. So taking the time to acknowledge, honor the light, the love, the wisdom within ourselves, within each other, and within all. And offer that love, that honor, that respect to all living beings. Thank you so very, very much. Thank you for joining me for this practice. We'll be back on Tuesday with a live Feel Your Flow, more yoga class. So take care, everybody. If ever there's any feedback, write a little comment or send me an email or a message. I love hearing from you. And yeah, have an amazing weekend. So take care, everyone. Thank you so much for being here.